American feel food market, and it's very nice to have them there because they don't only do merchandise, but like they spread their brand value because they're connected with us. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What I will give as advice regarding what I know, there's a reason why Nike is creating such a club about that. I'm also going to tell you it's not focused on West Europe, because West Europe, Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg are totally not interested for Nike basketball.
I think I
The reason why they're trying to make a position because two reasons: the NBA lockout and the Olympics. They're both very, very important, so they want to create a good buzz. You have a lot of people in the NBA and also doing the Olympics which have Nike contracts in basketball. So I just want to create a lot of buzz. So when the NBA season does decide to start, which is not certain, which I think is not smart, because the Olympics are coming in. We had close to 8 NBA games in London at the O2 Stadium in preparation to the Olympics. But that's why they're creating a lot of buzz around basketball. Because as soon as those two things happen in 2012, it's a very big money maker for Nike. And I would suggest not only to look at brands, but we in the former Eurojam situation, we also had a great partner, which is ESPN. Nike would probably give some money and a lot of merchandise, because they will not invest a lot money-wise in a young concept like as this, unless it's scalable throughout Europe, which is Eurojam is not. But ESPN, what was interesting about the concept, because if you look at ESPN, in the summer they don't have anything on TV in the United States. They just show a little bit of American football, and then it's only rerun. College basketball generates a lot of TV right and ad revenue for ESPN, but it doesn't happen in the summer. So Eurojam, we have good colleges playing quality games. It will allow for them to broadcast those games back to America, which is a lot of exposure. And would also be an asset to attract some of those sponsors you are talking about in that thing. Because as soon as you talk, you have TV rights, when you have that in a small country like this, and you have millions of people in America interested in watching our game in Rotterdam or wherever it may be, which sponsor is not going to listen to us? So that would be a strategic move to look at a sports TV company to use Eurojam as a program or a number of programs to send games of teams that are already successful. Because if you look at ESPN.com, you will see when the college season starts in November, how much following Villanova has, and all these. It's a million dollar business. So when you get a piece of that pie over here, and we can organize it and we can control it, it will be a very interesting situation, and we create an authority which will allow us to attract most of these sponsors that you listen.
I see your point of view, but my first reaction in my head is like, maybe first to create more publicity, establish a brand, and then move to summer or something. Because at first you need people to come to it, otherwise. And summer is a very hard season to bring the target audience.
No, to be honest, the reason why Eurojam was not successful, you all state clearly in your document, it was a lot of things. Some persons not doing the right thing in a small time frame, but we only need to get 3,400 people each day on a demographic of 21 million throughout the Netherlands. So it's a very small percentage of people that we need to reach and make sure that they need to come to our event. Yeah, the event needs to be
3,000 to 4,000. You mean? Did you say 300 to 400?
No, 3,400. So. So when you have this small amount, it's not interesting for those sponsors to sponsor an event which only will have 3,000 people or at the most 6,000 people on both days. Number-wise, it's not interesting. That will interest in the concept. But if you have TV involved, you broaden the spectrum and say, hey, wow, this is unique. So that allows you a lot of funding and a lot of resources. And scale as far as from a sponsor's perspective to make that happen. Plus, if you have a TV channel at your disposal, you will have a lot of PR and communication assets as well.
So like a media partner.
which
So
is your main
that's-
sponsor.
Yeah.
Because if you look at, for example, one of the successful sport events in West Europe is Monster Jam with the trucks. It's also sponsored by ESPN, and it was also sponsored by Hard Rock Cafe. Both were also already invested in the previous version of Eurojam. I don't know how far these relationships are damaged due to things that have happened with Leo, but as soon as we can get them on board and we get a good program where we guarantee 3,000 people at the event, and we got tremendous exposure. Eurojam, how bad it was or whatever happened, we created a lot of exposure. The bad thing is what we didn't follow up. We didn't put news things on the website, and the aftermath, the follow-up was just bad.
So there's always something like an aftermatch.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that whatever happens, we need to fix that, and I think we have the capabilities to do that. Also with some of the insights that you gave us. But as soon as we get the event and we get some good, if we get ESPN on board, because they did a lot for us at the end of Eurojam. They posted on. We had a banner on ESPN, American ESPN website. They pushed us on their Facebook, which is 22,000 followers. So it was huge. And I'm sure if we get that position, at least one or two sponsors, whether it be Nike or a cafe or Unilever, will get on board just because they want to be involved in that company.
Yeah.
And we're also thinking about the broadcasting thing because the hall in Rotterdam does offer facilities to actually broadcast games through the internet as well. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
To stay at the topic, I will show you one thing real quick.
Yeah.
Because
Take a
the
seat,
event
please.
also gets a lot of exposure, as what Martin mentioned, due to its sponsors and also what the event can offer the